welcome back to the Trucking Scribe. It's Esther. Today we're going to make these little accordion style envelopes from magazine pages and a piece of scrapbook paper. I'll also show you how to make this with a policy closure. I can figure out how to open it. Man, I got this wrapped around everywhere. And it even has tabs that I put across the top to make it look nicer, but it is magazine pages. They're real easy. So I hope that you will enjoy the video and let me know if you're going to make some accordion pouches out of magazines. Thank you and have a great day. I got this magazine a while back. What I'm going to do, these are not real thin pages, but they are nice pages. Let's see if I can't pull some out. I'm going to make these would be nice in a colored book, but it also worked good for what we're doing. I've been holding on to this just because of these colors. It is Architectural Design, or Architectural Digest. I signed up for different books, different journals, not journals, but magazines for free, and this was one of them. And when I got it, I thought, oh my goodness, there's so much in here that looks so cool. And the pages, this one here is actually a little bit thicker. That would be nice. What I'm doing is not as much that I need the magazine. So what I've got several pieces of magazine. What I'm going to do is probably go right here and just trim right at the shortest edge so they're all fairly close together, using magazine pages that we get from all over the place. We get all the time in the mail. And I made a gusseted pocket. So you could take this, and if you chose, you could glue it like right there, and then just have it open up. And you're generally, see, I don't see a whole lot of that side. Even when I open it this way, it doesn't bother me. And this may be something if you're just making for yourself. You know, if you're making for other people, then to sell, you may think about which direction you're doing. So what I'm going to do, first I do want to fold some little corner top edges. It means I'm going to need to probably do this so that you can see what it works out to. Just because I want to give a little more stability to that top. I'm going to do like half an inch. Actually, that's not quite half an inch. That is right here, which is 10.5. So it works. And this one's just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to set it to the side. We'll use these. So I'm just going to fold this over right there. On all sides. And with this, you can make all different kinds of sizes depending on your magazine if you use the whole page, because look at the difference. This would make some really big pockets. So I'm wanting the color. If I have some with color, I want that on the outside. No, I need to jump up just a little bit. I'll go this way with that notch over there. And there were more pages with color in there, so I could have used them. I still might. Let's see. I think I'm going to need some more pages. So what I'm going to do first is take this and glue my top flat right there. Just glue it down. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the same thing. You notice I'm just moving down this page so that the wet glue is up there. So yeah, I made some concertina or accordion folders, what I actually call them, tags the other day, and I do not remember the lady's name that I saw them from make them, but I do have it in that video where I made it. There's a link if you want to go and look, and I'll try and link it down below in this video too. Although, let's see, I'm a little crooked over here. Yeah. Just gonna let me. But these are great for holding ephemera. Like I said, if you're doing it for you, you could put these in there and use these big pages too. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring that back out, I think. See it right there. I'm going to fold these to where they make a pocket, top and bottom. Actually, let me see. So then I'm going to do the same here. And I'm just taking that bottom one and lining up my top one, which should be the same size, but don't quite. There it is. I think I folded it a little crooked. So I'm just generally wanting all of my pockets to go the same size. So I just fold one side over, lay this on top, which is hard to see. And you don't need a big lip here, just enough for it to have some place to glue. Then they don't even have to match it up, the seams don't, just as long as your pages are the same width, they'll work out. Okay, so I'm going to use use the glue stick to see if I can do this. I'm going to do just an itty bitty edge right there, so maybe my glue stick doesn't stick to my other side of the paper. I think I will use liquid glue. I'm just putting a little bit right here. And you notice we're not closing up the top and bottom. And this is your chance to get that to kind of match. If you cut like me, and they're not straight, no, not cut, fold like me. Okay. So all I did was I took this, and I may need bigger scrapbook paper. We will see in a minute. And I folded it. Yeah, I'm going to need a bigger piece. This one I just actually folded over and made it. So I will get some more in just a second. I have all kinds of scrapbook paper. Now I do like to fold the crease in. It just seems to go better. So I found this scrapbook paper. I think will go just as well with the journal I'm working on. To see, it's got those pinks and blues, and so let's just grab one. I don't want a dark one because I like that color though. Let's go with that green. I'm just liking the color. So I don't know that I'm going to use this one in here because see how those colors just match? And they actually fit together pretty good. So put this one to the side. We can use that for another one. What you're going to do is you're going to take and glue this down the middle, just like this, and fold it. Same thing, all three of them. We're going to glue it, but this one we're going to put some glue right here across the bottom, not much. It needs the sides to be open so that it can expand. And the reason I like this one is because it expands much easier and has more room because of the fold, and you don't have to put a fold in there. I'm going to let this sit here a minute and dry. Well, first I do need to measure. So I do want to, so I can measure this while it's, want a little bit on the outside edges. So I'm going to cut right about there. So then what I want to do is take my scoreboard and I'm going to score, and these are not, I'm not giving you measurements because your pages will be different than mine. So all I did was I cut a piece that's a little bit wider than my pockets. And I'm going to stick this right side up this way. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a room right here, not much, like maybe 1/8 of an inch, just enough to give it some room. Then I'm going to score as close to this as possible, and I'm actually going to do 1/4 of an inch away to give it a little bit of space. So it's going to fold up like this right now. It's going to sit down in there. So then I want to score this top part the same way. I'm going to score close to this edge, and then I'm going to do 1/4 of an inch away. So if you're going to round your corners right here, it's a good time to do it. I'm not going to do it right here just because I like the other way. You can ink this, but with a few pieces of scrapbook paper, you can make this in no time. And from junk mail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide which way I want that. I think this side. Now this one, the one that's going to be glued to the cover, I do put glue all over it. You can use stick glue, you can use this glue. I probably would have used the other glue. But see, I'm going to line it up on that line right there, because I want it to have room to move down on the bottom. I'm just going to use some of this. It's actually quicker. Probably dries quicker. I'm going to put some around the edges just because it makes me feel better. So this, when you fold this over too, kind of get it lined up to where it will. It's a little harder than it looks. There we go. So I'm trying to get it to leave that spot right there when I glue it together. No, I don't know if I can do this right now. I do want that a little notch. It just doesn't look right. So see, the glue came off. I didn't glue it. I don't remember which. I don't think I glued it looking at it. This is a little crooked. Let's see if I can get it. And then I just put my Velcro dot on there. You could do a policy closure. You could put a tab that spins around. Of course, you have to wait until the glue dry. It gets stuck on there good. So I'm going to put that one over there. Actually, since I have this here, I have some. I'm just going to cut out 3 pages because I want to make a bigger one. So I'm thinking, if I fold it this way, yeah. And you see, I just grabbed 3. It didn't even matter which 3, because this is just going to be, I'm going to go 1/2 inch. carefully, kind of, because they slide, they're slippery little things. Turn it around and do the same thing. I don't know why I'm doing that, because I wanted to do no, I didn't want to go that way. Okay, well that'll help too. That'll give us a line. I wanted the wider side. I'm gonna go 3/8. You can make these for ephemera holders, and I mean, if you're not selling them and you're making them just for you, it doesn't even matter how pretty they are or not are. I'm just folding the lip of it. You don't have to do this, it just makes it stronger. I've used this way. I just like the pattern on the other side better, because you will see a little bit of it on the outside. You know what? I'm going to do it this way because I already started and it's... So when you fold these in half, that gives it more room at the bottom to expand. So this one, I think I'm just going to keep for me. Now if I'm going to ink it up, just put all my ephemera in there. I got some Tim Holtz people over here that I need to do something with, that I just am not. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time using them peoples. But so you just keep going and glue these down. So I'm just going to fold these in again, just like I did the other ones. And this is thinner paper, I can definitely tell. And then I see that line right there. I'm going to try and just line that up. See how I'm just laying them beside each other, and I'm all off right there, but if we put some tabs in there, that would help. And we're going to fold them in half, so this is going to give it a different width. So again, what we're doing we're not gluing this whole thing. You could use score tape is a good thing. Just put a piece down the middle. And just stick the next one on top. So when you do this, if you get your bigger ones, like my middle one is a little bit smaller than the two outside ones, so I'm going to stick it in the middle like this. Try and line them up. And then glue this down too. I'm just going to rub them together, help that glue just get in there. So, now, not much on this color. Let me see what else I have. Yeah, so this has got direction. So what I'm doing is leaving a little edge there, and I'm going to leave a little edge over here, and I'm going to cut. See how that fits? Now we have directional paper. So when we look at it, we want it to be more like this, but then the top is going to be wrong side up. But yeah, I think I want this way. So here's my top of my pockets. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it this way because it's a little bit easier for me. I want just a little edge right there. Maybe like 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to come down here and make that first score line. I'm going to go 1/4 of an inch. Actually, I'm going to go another 1/4 because this is a little bit bigger. So then what I want to do is, where's the other side? So if I want to put tabs on these, I'm trying to think. Okay, just put them on the inside further down. I'm going to leave a little bit right here for just extra, maybe the top of them coming out. And I'm going to make a couple of score lines here too. So again, I'm going to glue this front page right here. So my things are coming this way. It's best if you glue away from the middle, and I do want these edge pages to be glued all over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the side that's got my pockets in them, and I'm just going to sit it down and do my best to even it up. Okay. And this side I want to go. So again, I'm going to glue from the inside out. And then I want to fold that so that it kind of gets with that crease, that back crease, best I can. Okay, that works. Put your hand in there and push it up. So we just learned something there. So now you've got a bottom, and this will open all the way to the money. Okay, let's still go over here and punch this out. This is actually pretty strong little paper. I got it. I guess nothing's free, but I got it free in a order, and I can't remember where that order came from. So I'm just layering these to give them strength. And then that top one's just a piece of paper that might actually do these other ones smaller and save these for something else. Let's see. You know, I said I wasn't going to eat that, and I did anyway. Oh, I just don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going crazy. So I'm going to punch a hole in the middle, approximately. And a little bit more room. Not quite middle, but maybe it will work. And the upper heads. Oh, you know, I do need some more for the other side, don't I got one more side to go. I'm not going to worry about these as much because they're going to be on the other side. Just covering up our brads. Okay. So I'm going to put one of these there and one down here. You know what? Might look better in a different color. Didn't do too bad. Okay. So we got all these brads. I think I'm going to do the gold ones because I like gold, but I noticed a lot of people don't use the gold. What I'm going to do is poke a hole in here. And I'm going to poke another hole right about there, I think. Just going to be able to get in there though. Okay. We'll just poke one. I'm going to put this one up here. So do I want to put another one of these like that and then cover it up? Or just cover it up? It'll probably be more stable if I put all of this one in, then just put another one over it. And I'm making it complicated. Okay. Then I'm just going to cut out two more of these. and glue it over that brad. Okay. I'm gonna just move that. I'm gonna use my awl. I do want to see what I think. Okay. My little fingers just don't want to get hold of it. Yeah. You see what I'm doing? I'm taking this and just putting it over just like I did that front one. I'm going to close it down, and I'm going to take this and put glue on it, cover up that brad so it's less likely to get cut or anything. So see, I just put it right there, and I'm just closing it down. The other thing I wanted to do was use some of these tabs in here to see how they would work. So like right there, they could go like that and give it enough room. And glue this one on this side. I like going from left to right on the. I'm going to push it in just a little bit further than my little line right there, so that way it closes. And there's one pocket. Even though I said this is just for me, I am trying to match up the colors. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on the next pocket. Look, I know my head's getting in the way. Sorry. The glue's still wet. I can push it down a little bit. And I got anything in there, some that would go with this. And that one can go right about there. See how they're lining that? That one really needs to go in a little bit more with it. I'm just looking through what I've got. I just chop them all up as I go along. Okay, this one goes with it. So I've lost count as to where I'm at. So it's looking pretty good. I can get one more tab on there, and then that front one, I don't know if I want to put a tab on it or not, because they go so nicely together on the sides. Actually, I think this one's going to need to go like this. Which think I could put this one on that front one all the way over, but it's going to be off. So I'll leave it like that. There you go. You can take these big old peoples and put them in there. Like that. And I'll put the rest of them in there too. Now I have people in that one. I have an extra journaling card I can stick down in there. I could put some of these in here. See, now I am going to glue this on the back. This is my logo. I just stamped it on a little square. These back in here. Now I can throw some of these in this one. This one here would be good for long stuff. What do I got? I got something. See, like these bees I've got here. I don't remember whose digital that is, but they would fit down in there. So I've got these long things that would fit down in there too, I believe. Let's see. Yep, just about. Let's see. They turned out really good. Take these little bit taller ones out. So there's that one. And I have my little itty bitty tiny one here that I made off camera. Let me see what I got to go in here. I could put some stamps in it. I could put a ticket in there. See, I might have that place right there for a ticket. There's another ticket. See this in there. So just all kinds of stuff, and this could go with your little journal. And let me find some string for that so we can close it up before we get done. Some pink. Actually, I have some pink. That will work just fine. So this here is much thicker than the pink one. So all I'm going to do is take and make a little loop. I might mess it up. Okay, there's a little knot, so I'm just going to trim it off. So what you do to make this knot is you wrap it around your fingers like this. Then take the long tail and fold it in the middle. Squeeze your fingers together. Hold this and just pull it over. And then you want to hold both of your ends and tighten it up. And it will give you, I don't know, a loose knot. I'm not sure what it's called. So what I'm going to do is take this and put it around here. I say I am. Let me go. I got it a little tight. It's the problem. So then you can just go like this and close up your journal or your accordion thing. And I'm going to leave the extra on there because, as it gets bigger, you might want to. So there's 3 different sizes. I hope that you enjoyed the video and learned something, and that you use up some of your magazine pages, because depending on what you use, you won't even know that it's a magazine page. Thank you, and have a great day.